Hey everybody, welcome back to Modern Warfare 101. In this series, I'm going to do all that I can to take you from being an average Call of Duty player to a really good one by showing you the basics and laying out what you might be doing wrong and what you can do better. In today's video, I want to focus on Claymores, and I'm on Piccadilly because this seems to be a map where I see Claymores all the time. There are a lot of places, such as the second story up here, that you can get to, which are kind of hard to counter when there's Claymores and stuff like that. So, I'm going to show you a lot of the ways that I see Claymores and how you can fix that, how you can make it better so that your enemies aren't seeing them. So, to start here, I'm going to go into this athletic shot. And one place that you'll see them a lot is right at the top of these stairs. So, first of all, if I were to place a Claymore here, I see a lot of Claymores that are just like this. And the problem with that is if I come down here to the bottom, obviously that's in plain sight. So there's a very low chance that somebody's going to come up here and actually run into this Claymore. So this is exactly how you don't want to put a Claymore on these stairs. I have had much more success, and this kind of goes for any corner that's really like this, is whenever I'm in here, I will come up here and I'll look down and I'll place it as far in the corner as I possibly can. So the reason for that is if I'm approaching the stairs, you'll notice right now, I can't see it at all. I can't actually see it until I'm right here. And by this time, I'm no longer looking straight ahead, right? If I'm playing this map and I suspect an enemy to be up here, I'm not looking straight ahead when I get here. As I approach this, I can't see the Claymore, I can't see it, and I'm going to start pre-aiming up here. And you'll notice that entire time that I went up these stairs, I never saw the Claymore on the right side. So I'm doing this, and now I'm in range of the Claymore, and that's going to go off, and that's going to get that kill. Now, another thing that I'll say, just kind of as a side note here, is for Claymores, if you're on the other team, my first perk, so if I go to loadouts, my first perk, as you can see here, is always EOD, because you take reduced damage from Claymores, C4, all that sort of things. So I just always run EOD unless I'm like sniping in search or something like that. Cold-blooded can be useful as well, but you don't really see kill streaks all that often. So I basically always run EOD. If I were to show you my public match classes, it would be EOD across the board. And then now when I see Claymores, I just run into them no matter what, because they don't kill me. And most of the time, if you're in a public match lobby, once somebody puts that Claymore behind them, they're not even going to be focused on what's going on behind them. So an enemy that's up here trying to shoot people over there, shoot people in the middle or whatever, when they see they hear it go off behind them, they're just going to assume that they get that kill. And probably 9 times out of 10, there have been somebody camping up here. I will run through the Claymore. I won't even let it phase me, and I'll just come up behind this person and get the kill, just because they're not paying attention. In order to really see or counter somebody that's running through that Claymore, you'd have to hear it go off or get the hit marker that it went off and snap around and shoot almost immediately by the time I could get up here and finish that kill. So run EOD, just run through the Claymores and kill the people that are camping behind it. That's what I do. But if we're getting back to Claymore placement here, it's the same thing over here. People like to put a Claymore on this doorway also. There's a spawn that's way back there. So in Domination, if you have the A flag, which is way down there, and the B flag that's right here, the C flag is over here. And if you're pushed up towards this athletic store, they're going to spawn in the back. So what I've seen a lot of people do is just come up here and put a Claymore right there. Again, this violates the same rule as the people did on the stairs, is if I'm coming into that shop, I can see this thing. It's literally right in front of my face. So if I'm placing a Claymore there, there's one other thing I might want to do. So I've seen people also put Claymores like this. Now the problem with this is you can see it night and day. You come up, you can see these lines. When you're approaching this, you're not going to be sprinting through it, so you can still see these lines pretty well. And this would probably get the kill on most people, but I've seen this, I can't even tell you how many times I've seen a Claymore placed right there. So the only thing that I might ask you to do, or I might recommend that you do, is take this and point it this way a tiny bit. So if I point it this way, when somebody runs through, it's still going to trip them, and you can't see it as well, and you're still going to get this kill. So if you angle this Claymore away, for example, now as I run up, you'll see this is much less viewable, right? I can't see this quite as well. If you were sprinting and really checking everything, you could definitely see them, but it's definitely less visible than it was before. And when somebody hits it, it's still going to kill them because it's still activating them and you're still going to get that kill. So just to kind of review here, if you're placing things in the corner, so like this, make sure you're all the way in the corner so that people can't see the lines. Then same thing with doorways. You don't want to put them necessarily right in front of doorways. If you had one right here, 10 out of 10 times I would approach, and I would see that thing, I would blow it up, and then I would go ahead and run in. So for Claymores, make sure you just try to hide them as much as you can. The biggest way you can do that is like with this one, pointing them out a little bit. That way you can avoid being seen as people walk through. It'll still trip. You'll still get that kill. But that's what I would do if you want to protect yourself a little bit more and get kills from Claymores as you play Modern Warfare. So with that, guys, thanks for checking out this video. If you liked it, make sure you leave a like. If you're new around here, please subscribe for more Modern Warfare 101 videos. And I hope everybody's having fun with the new game. I'm having a blast so far. Make sure you're subscribed and tune in to all the future videos that I do. And with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.